Hi, how are you? I searched a lot for this book until I finally found it here. It said that the book is very useful. It explains about agriculture and various irrigations. Let's go to the blackboard to study one of its cases together. Today I chose BRD or local irrigation irrigation of a stem to get to know it better. In this method the amount of water consumption is reduced, and it's even said that it's reduced by half. That's why I think it's very useful and affordable for our dear farmers. Local irrigation irrigation of stem is an innovative irrigation system that began in Australia in early 1990s and later in other laboratories around the world. We had better to search on more details in order to comprehend that more. Well, here I want to show you the advantages of this method with a simple example. In this picture we irrigate the tree on the right in the usual way, in which the tree dries up and spoils after a short time. This means that if we water the plant always and without any plan, not only make them bigger and stronger, but also will cause them to dry and spoil. But now we are watering the tree on the left with the PRD method. As you see, will make the tree last longer life and get bigger and stronger. In this method, during the vegetative and reproductive stages of plant development, half of the plant roots are irrigated and the other half remains in the dry state. And after 10 days, this operation is done in reverse. And in this method, we allow part of the roots of the plant which has already been well watered remain dry. Of course, I repeat that in this way, the amount of water consumed by the plant is half, which is very economical for our dear farmers. Products like tomatoes need a lot of water. On the other hand, due to global climate change and environmental pollution, water available for agriculture has declined. However, using this method can not only maintain the quality of the plant, but also reduce the use of water. We have an apple tree in this picture. Do you know why? Don't you? No problem. I must have said. This is why it was first applied to the apple tree by PRD or local root drying irrigation. As you can see, we first irrigate one side of the root in the form of drip irrigation. This allows the tree to have the water it needs so that it does not dry out. But the important point is on the dry side of the root. When the root of the tree remains dry, it produces an inhibitory hormone called abscisic acid, which causes the small pores on the leaves of the trees to close and less water to evaporate. Of course, this only happens on the side where the roots are dry, because if all the holes are to be closed, all the leaves and fruits will turn yellow and dried up, and over time the tree will get destroyed. In fact, another thing I remembered was that when the root of a tree stays dry, in addition to producing the hormone inhibition of abscisic acid, its efforts to find water increase, and it goes to moist part of soil under the ground, and can be said that the root of the dry side of the tree gets bigger and stronger. This is very useful to trees that grow in desert areas, because in addition to finding water, it makes the roots and trunk of the tree stronger on the soil. I promise now you are thinking how. I'll tell you now. As you can see, this is a farm full of apple trees. We want to irrigate this farm with PRD way. First, we place 2 rows of tubes parallel to each row of apple trees. Then, at the beginning of the farm, we connect the pipes to the 2 main pipes alternately, and finally we connect the main pipes to the water sources. In this way we can easily control the flow of water in the pipes on the right or left side of the trees. That is, with the PRD method the water can be directed to the main pipe on the left or right side at a period of time. Now I want to separate a piece of this land so that we can more easily see the position of the pipes compared to the roots of the trees. In this method it is possible for us to lay the pipes either on the ground or underground. If you go further and see the pipes closely, you'll see that there are small holes on them that can transfer the high pressure water inside the pipe to the soil in a drop shape and always keep the soil around it moist. By the way, until I haven't forgotten, let's show you some charts and statistics about purity. A number of statistics show that the consumption of water in some fruits such as cherries, apricots, apples, and oranges, which were irrigated by PRD, has decreased by 30 to 40%. But another important point is that this method has significantly increased the growth and quality of these fruits. But other research on pears and similar products found that there was no change in the quality of these fruits, but the amount of water consumed was reduced by half. More importantly, despite the decline in overall plant growth, fruit growth has not changed at all, and even research has shown that the quality of some crops such as grapes, potatoes, and tomatoes increases. Well, that's another simple and valid method. It's better for deer farmers to do more research on this method and use it.